Good morning, Wright. I'm Jose, and I'll be your host today. This is the sixth live morning show, and we hope you're enjoying it so far. Today is Tuesday, October 27th, and speaking of which, my friend Santiago has something to tell us on this special day about New York City.
Hello guys, this is the day that New York City made history with the implementation of the subway. It's called the Tube in London, the Metro in Paris, and the subway in New York City. George V. McClellan, the mayor of New York City, officially opened the subway system on Thursday afternoon, October 27, 1904. The largest person was in charge of the first subway train as it departed City Hall Station and arrived at the 145th Street 26 minutes later. More than 110,000 people rode trains by the underground tunnels by the time the subway system opened to the general public that evening at 7 p.m. It's amazing how the population can create in the 19th century rapid transportation and production for workers. Now in 2022, more than 5,651,000 people rode trains via underground tunnels. It is one of the most famous and used by people in New York.
Thank you, Santiago. This is a really important fact about New York's history. Let's talk about the weather since it's been raining quite a bit lately. So how about we check it out with my friend Luke?
Today's weather is mostly sunny with a temperature of 67 degrees Fahrenheit and 46 degrees Celsius. The rest of this week will also be partly cloudy with temperatures ranging from around 60 to 70 degrees. Next week's weather will start out with rain showers for the first 2 days of the week, and then the weather will be partly cloudy for the next 2 days. This is Luke Hanzo here, and this is the weather for this week and next week.
Thank you, Luke, for keeping us informed. That weather sounds just about right. Today we got Cameron interviewing Ms. Krebs about the new advisory program that just has launched here at Wright Tech.
Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Cameron again, and today I'm not going to be doing sports news, I'm going to be doing community news, and I'm going to interview Ms. Krebs.
So the advisory program is an opportunity for students of all grade levels to be able to connect with each other. It's just an opportunity for the students to come together, do different fun activities, and just build relationships with each other, maybe people that they have never met before. I feel that students will benefit from the program because they will be able to feel a stronger connection to our school community, to each other, and to the staff. And this advisory program will just enhance that, and students and staff will be able to connect and build relationships and really learn from each other and grow.
All right, thank you, Ms. Krebs, and thank you, Wright Tech, for tuning in on another live. The boys out, later.
Thank you, Cameron and Ms. Krebs. This is really interesting news to hear. And now, one of my classmates, Diego, has been doing research on some unspoken news. Let's take a look.
For this week's Unspoken News, we have NASA finally being able to deflect an asteroid for the first time in human history. NASA successfully crashed a spacecraft into an asteroid on September 26, 2022. The collision marked the end of part 1 of the DART mission, a 10-month space journey to autonomously impact and deflect a known hazardous asteroid. But it was also the start of streams of new data on what scientists call planetary defense, which will allow us to eliminate imminent threats coming towards our planet. This is a great advancement because we're finally being able to move celestial bodies as we please and maybe even able to use them as sources of energy in the future. Now we don't have to worry about becoming fossil fuels for the next generation anytime soon. This is all for this week's Unspoken News. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Wow, thank you, Diego, for the information and informing us on that story. Next, we have Makai and Mr. Marin with the quote of the day.
Whenever I think about a good quote or something I want to share with somebody that I think they'll need, a lot of them usually have to do with how to be resilient, how to get over some tough things. So I use Langston Hughes' poem Mother to Son, which I think is a great one. It goes like this. Well, son, I tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up, places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time I've been climbing and reaching landings and turning corners, sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back, don't you sit down on the steps. Could you find it kind of hard? Don't you fall now, for I'm still going, I'm still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair.
Thank you, Makai and Mr. Marin, for enlightening us and sharing that quote. Now let's take a trip to the animal kingdom with Axel and his animal of the week.
Welcome back to Animal of the Week. This week's animal is the Canada goose. Canada goose is the black, white, and brown goose you probably see all the time. You can find these oranges on toothpicks basically everywhere. However, it is native to the lovely frigid Arctic and temperate regions of the Americas. These bozos will occasionally fly across the Atlantic into northern Europe. There they will invade lawns and parks across the nations. They are primarily herbivores and are found in large groups. They have adapted very well with humans, making breeding colonies in urbanized areas, which they have food and almost no predators. These geese have actually been considered pest species by most because they turd everywhere and honk like a damn clown. Not only that, but they eat crops and display aggressive territorial behaviors. They have actually been reported stalking and begging other humans for food. This is because these geese have become way too comfortable with humans, meaning that they are also not afraid to attack you if you get too close to them. These stupid flying boats are everywhere, so I figured you may want to know very basic information on them. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, Axel. The Canadian geese has the most Black Air Force activity I never seen. Jokes aside, what?
Hello, my name is Derek, and volleyball recently made it to playoffs for the first time since the reopening of Wright Tech.
With tonight's win, we're now in the state playoffs.
I'm here with Ray, the captain of the volleyball team. How does it feel to make it to playoffs?
It's really exciting. Everyone's super excited that we made it to playoffs. I know JV's pretty pumped for varsity. And I don't know, it's just really exciting overall.
How does it feel to be captain and lead the volleyball team to the first playoffs since the reopening of Wright Tech?
Pretty cool. I don't know how else I could really describe it. I enjoy being with my teammates and playing with everyone. And I really like just being able to work with them and do all these things that we're doing.
What is the team you fear the most and why?
I guess I'd say the team that we fear the most, players-wise, would be Wolcott, because I think they're like 13-2, so there's new wins, 2 losses. And then I guess for like overall, Kaner, because we have some beef with Kaner.
Do you honestly believe you can win playoffs and why?
I think that there are just some more technical aspects of the sport that we need to work on. But other than that, we have some like basic skill bases and been playing much better as a team than we did in previous years. So I think we like could definitely win.
Fall sports are coming to an end, so get ready for basketball season. Boys basketball season starts Friday, December 9th. Girls basketball season starts December the 12th. That's all for sports updates. Until next time.
Thank you, Derek. We're looking forward to it. Good luck, guys. Break a leg! Now let's get into an important matter, the TLH and TARI policy, the study in the beginning of the year. And here's Ray with our principal, Dr. Beckham, with an update.
So that's one of the things that theoretically it's supposed to work. But we don't always know that it's working practically until we look at the data and we do interviews like these and we start asking the questions.
No, because if they wake up late or if they walk to school or if there's traffic, they're still going to come late regardless.
No, because it was my fault that I came late. I wouldn't come to school for something that isn't my fault. If I came late, it's because either the bus was late, I woke up late, or I had something to do last night.
We do have attendance data that we can look at to see if it is an effective deterrent, and certainly if it's not, and it's proving to be, if it's not effective or if it's not really deterring tardiness, we can always look and adjust. I'm always welcome to the feedback.
To make students not come late anymore, because some of them make it a habit to come late every day.
I think that the whole idea is just punishing them for like something they can't control. Like if there's traffic, they can't control that. So they're going to be late regardless and miss quality like learning time because of that.
But some of us actually come late because we have an actual real reason, not because we want to.
Goal 1 was obviously to eliminate the disruptions to instruction. As it disrupts the flow of the lesson, oftentimes it requires the teacher to backtrack and catch the late students up to where everybody else is. Really makes just a fluent instruction model in that first period almost impossible. The flip side of that was to address the tardiness itself. And then the third goal was a supervision thing. And we want to eliminate any situation in the building where students aren't properly supervised. So when they go to the TLH, when they're late, there's a staff member in there who supervises. So they're properly supervised.
Thank you, Ray and Dr. Beckham, for the update. I'm looking forward to for part 2. Remember that the quarter ends November 4th. That is our morning show. Hope you all enjoy it. See you next time. Peace.